They crawl, they buzz, and some of them look like they belong on another planet. From hand-sized beetles to wings that sound like engines, these are the biggest bugs ever found on Earth. But wait till you see number 20, it's so huge, it almost doesn't look real. Level 1. This one looks like a wet leaf until it moves. Found across Asia, Australia, and the Americas, the giant water bug reaches 12 centimeters long, making it one of the largest aquatic insects on Earth. Its front legs fold like knives, built to grab fish, frogs, and even baby turtles. When it bites, it injects digestive saliva that liquefies flesh in seconds. Locals in Thailand call it toe biter for a reason. One sting can cause burning pain that lasts hours. The males carry eggs glued to their backs until hatching, a survival method that keeps predators guessing. Each bite delivers the power of a miniature syringe built by nature itself. Level 2. Hidden in Papua New Guinea's forests, the Titan stick insect reaches 33 centimeters with legs stretched, blending perfectly with branches. Despite its look, it's not harmless. Its spikes can draw blood when handled roughly. It eats leaves non-stop, and its size makes it an easy target, so camouflage is its only weapon. Females lay eggs that look like plant seeds, letting wind scatter them across the forest floor. No predators expect a stick this large to move, giving this insect one of the best natural disguises ever recorded. Level 3. The tarantula hawk doesn't just hunt, it paralyzes. At nearly 6 centimeters long, it's one of the largest wasps in the world. Its sting ranks among the top 3 most painful known to humans. When it spots a tarantula, it strikes with surgical precision, paralyzing the spider but leaving it alive. Then, it drags the body underground and lays an egg on it. When the larva hatches, it eats the spider slowly, keeping it fresh until nothing remains. Its metallic blue wings warn predators to back off. Even lizards and birds avoid it. A creature built entirely around precision and control. Level 4. With a wingspan that can reach 25 centimeters, the Atlas moth is bigger than many birds. Native to Southeast Asia, its wings resemble a snake's head when spread open, an evolved trick to scare off predators. I don't eat it as an adult. After hatching, it lives only for a week, surviving on stored fat. Every second of that life is for one task, to reproduce before fading away. The edges of its wings have transparent windows, creating one of the most complex camouflage systems ever seen in insects. Level 5. Once thought extinct, the Wallace's giant bee was rediscovered in Indonesia in 2019. Its size is staggering, 3.8 centimeters long with a 6 centimeter wingspan, nearly 4 times the size of a honeybee. Females have massive jaws used to scrape resin and build waterproof nests inside termite mounds. They can fly long distances and are strong enough to carry wood fragments midair. Few people have ever seen one in the wild, and every verified photo feels like spotting a myth come to life. Level 6. Endemic to New Zealand, the giant weta can weigh more than 70 grams, heavier than a sparrow. It looks like a massive cricket but moves slowly, relying on its size to discourage predators. Its thick exoskeleton acts like armor, and it feeds mostly on leaves and fruit. Weta prefer cold nights, which explains why they survive in mountain regions that kill most insects. Their lungs are so large they can be heard breathing when handled. A bug this heavy barely seems possible until you see it crawl. Level 7. Africa's Goliath beetle is a living tank. Males can grow up to 11 centimeters long and weigh 100 grams in captivity. Their armor can stop small bird beaks, and they use horn-like heads to battle other males for females. In flight, they sound like small drones. Goliaths feed on tree sap and fruit, and their larvae eat constantly, gaining 85% of their mass before adulthood. Their shell patterns are so distinct that collectors value them like gemstones. Among beetles, this is raw muscle built into steel. Level 8. Named for the Greek hero, the Hercules beetle of Central and South America grows up to 17 centimeters including its horn. The males use those horns to lift and throw rivals up to 50 times their weight. Its exoskeleton changes color depending on humidity, yellow in dry air, black in moisture, due to microscopic layers that bend light. This natural engineering is so advanced that scientists study it for new camouflage materials. Larvae of this beetle can weigh over 120 grams, heavier than an adult mouse. Watching one move feels like watching a creature that belongs in another age. Level 9. Native to Australia, the giant burrowing cockroach is nothing like the pests we know. It grows up to 8 centimeters long, weighs 35 grams, and lives underground for most of its life. It doesn't carry disease or infest homes. Instead, it builds deep burrows, turns soil, and feeds on dry leaves, recycling nutrients back into the ecosystem. Females carry live young, protecting them for months, a rare behavior for insects. It can live more than 10 years, making it one of the longest living bugs on Earth. Big, clean, and surprisingly vital to the ground beneath our feet. Level 10. At the top of Part 1 stands the Titan beetle, ruler of the Amazon rainforest. Adults reach 16.7 centimeters long, and scientists still haven't found their larvae in the wild. Their jaws are strong enough to snap pencils and cut human skin. They fly through dense jungle at night, guided by vibrations and heat signatures. When threatened, they hiss by rubbing their wings, a warning that works on animals far larger than themselves. The Titan beetle doesn't eat as an adult. All its energy comes from its years as a larva, buried deep in the wood of dying trees. Its life is built for strength and survival, not comfort. Every part of it feels ancient. If you're loving these monstrous creepy crawlies so far, hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. And hey, stick around, because the next bug on this list looks straight out of a sci-fi movie. And yes, it's very real. Level 11. It crawls out of the shadows with legs that stretch wider than your face. The giant huntsman spider from Laos holds the record for the largest leg span of any spider, reaching 30 centimeters across. Its body alone can cover the palm of an adult hand, and when stretched, it looks almost unreal against the wall. Unlike web builders, it hunts by sight and speed. Its eyes are arranged in 2 rows, giving it panoramic vision for tracking movement in low light. The flat body lets it slip under bark, rock, or metal sheets in seconds. It doesn't trap its prey. It runs it down. Most hunts happen at night. It stalks cockroaches, crickets, and even small geckos, using sudden bursts of speed that make it vanish and reappear in one move. The venom paralyzes fast, but it's mild for humans. What makes people freeze isn't the toxin, it's the motion. The bite rarely kills humans, but its sudden movement and size can trigger panic strong enough to cause real danger on its own. Before we climb to the next size level, hit like if you're still breathing steady. These giants only get bigger from here, and what's coming next will make everything you've seen so far feel small. Level 12. Found in one small region of southeastern Australia, the giant Gippsland earthworm reaches over 3 meters long and can be as thick as a man's thumb. Each segment expands and contracts with fluid motion, glistening with moisture as it tunnels through soil. When it moves underground, the soil vibrates. Locals describe it like a slow pulse running beneath their feet. The vibration comes from the worm forcing air through its tunnels as it slides through the wet clay. It breathes through its skin and prefers cool, damp clay banks, where tunnels can stay stable for years. Some are found near farmlands, where their movement helps aerate and enrich the soil naturally. Each worm plays a silent role in keeping the ground alive. Their population has declined due to agriculture and habitat loss. Still, the species remains a protected icon of Victoria, Australia. Level 13. The Midas fly is the largest known fly species, measuring up to 6 centimeters long with a wingspan over 10 centimeters. Its body mimics a wasp's coloring, black with orange stripes, tricking predators into keeping their distance. The illusion works perfectly, and few ever test it. Despite its look, it doesn't sting. Instead, it spends its brief adult life feeding on nectar and searching for mates. The flight pattern is heavy and direct, sounding more like a wasp's buzz than a fly's. Its larvae live in soil or rotting wood, hunting beetle grubs with sharp precision. One larva can clear out an entire nest before pupating. The mouthparts act like hooks, grabbing and crushing smaller insects underground. Adults emerge during the hottest parts of summer, especially in desert regions across North and South America. Level 14. Deep in Malaysia's rainforests lives the giant long-legged katydid, stretching nearly 15 centimeters in body length and 25 centimeters from antenna to tail. Each limb is thin, translucent, and tinted green, resembling plant stalks that came to life. Its long limbs resemble green glass. When it moves through the canopy, it looks like leaves fluttering in slow motion. The camouflage is so convincing that even experienced researchers struggle to spot one unless it moves. At night, its call echoes like a violin being tuned, high-pitched, drawn out, and haunting. The males use this to claim territory and attract females across the thick canopy. The sound can travel over half a kilometer, cutting through jungle noise. They feed mostly on plant matter, gnawing leaves with precision that leaves perfect semicircles. When threatened, they can deliver a sharp bite. Their legs can leap half a meter in a single burst, one of the longest proportional jumps among insects their size. Level 15. This one doesn't crawl, it hunts. The Amazonian giant centipede reaches 35 centimeters long, with venom strong enough to kill small mammals, lizards, and even birds. Its reddish-brown body and yellow legs look almost metallic under flashlight beams. Each leg pair moves in sequence, creating a rolling wave that lets it climb walls, trees, or ceilings at speed. The movement is smooth but unsettling, a living ripple of muscle and armor. It injects venom through curved claws that pierce skin instantly. It doesn't chew its prey, it drinks it. Once the venom breaks tissue down, it consumes the liquefied remains. In caves across Venezuela and Trinidad, locals report seeing these centipedes hang from ceilings to snatch bats mid-flight. Level 16. The Dobson fly looks prehistoric, and for good reason. Fossil relatives date back over 100 million years. Males can grow up to 12 centimeters long, with jaws that look like pliers and bodies heavy enough to rest across a hand. Those jaws aren't for biting, they're for holding females during mating displays. The females, however, can deliver a painful pinch. The larvae, known as hellgrammites, are fully aquatic and live in cold rivers. Each larva can grow up to 7 centimeters before transforming. They breathe through gills and hunt small fish or insects underwater, using hooks to anchor themselves against current. Once adults, they live for only about a week, long enough to mate and die. During that short window, they often stay near light sources, drawn to movement and warmth. Level 17. This beetle's antennae are longer than its own body. The Macrodontia cervicornis, found in the Amazon and parts of Central America, can reach 17 centimeters in total length, with mandibles shaped like iron blades. Its larvae spend up to 10 years burrowing inside trees, feeding on wood fibers and growing thicker than a human finger before emerging. The sound of them chewing can be heard through bark, a slow crackling that marks their presence. When they finally emerge, adults have a brief lifespan, focused solely on reproduction. The jaws aren't for eating, they're for dominance. Males use them to grip and flip rivals during long, grinding fights that leave scars across their armor. They can fly, but only for short bursts, with wings that sound like a helicopter's whir. When they land, the weight is enough to shake thin branches. Level 18. When people talk about the biggest spider on Earth, this is it. The Goliath bird-eater, native to the Amazon, has a leg span of 30 centimeters and can weigh over 175 grams. Its body alone can fill a human hand. Its fangs can pierce skin and inject venom that feels like a deep bee sting, but its real defense is the microscopic hairs it flicks from its body. Those hairs can blind small predators and irritate human lungs if inhaled. Despite the name, it rarely eats birds. Frogs, lizards, and insects make up most of its diet. It ambushes prey from burrows, pouncing with sudden precision. When threatened, it rears up, hissing by rubbing its bristles together, a sound like sandpaper scraping stone. Level 19. Long before humans existed, skies were filled with insects the size of crows. The largest was Meganeuropsis permiana, a dragonfly from 300 million years ago with a wingspan of 75 centimeters and a body over 40 centimeters long. Its eyes dominated its head, giving nearly 360-degree vision. It hunted amphibians and other insects in swampy forests thick with oxygen. That oxygen density allowed giant insects like it to grow far beyond modern limits. It soared through humid skies, wings flickering with power strong enough to carry small prey midair. Fossils show its wing veins nearly identical to today's dragonflies. If it flew today, its shadow could cover your face. Level 20. At the top sits the Weta titan, the heaviest confirmed living insect on Earth. Found on Little Barrier Island in New Zealand, this species can reach 10 centimeters long and weigh over 70 grams, more than a sparrow. It moves slowly, each step deliberate. Its armor is thick enough to block bird beaks, and its jaws can slice through leaves and small twigs with ease. The legs are muscular, designed to anchor it against wind or sudden movement. It's nocturnal, cold-tolerant, and nearly silent, feeding mostly at night when predators sleep. Scientists once recorded a female eating an entire carrot, something no other insect has been seen doing. Each Weta can live up to 2 years. Their population survives mainly on predator-free islands, where humans can only visit with permits. Holding one feels like holding solid weight, dense, living armor. From walls to skies, these were the biggest bugs ever known, real, measurable, and still growing in hidden corners of the world. Nature doesn't stop scaling up, it just hides the next monster deeper. Subscribe now for more creatures that push the limits of size and survival.